Hello, welcome back to the channel. Right, today, as you might have guessed, I'm still on the digger, but what I've done, I've had a bit of a boo-boo, and I'm digging up for the new water mains, which is going over that direction. And as you might have gathered, I found the pipe. Oops. My own fault. There, I admit it, the boys are going to take the mick out of me because I never normally take responsibility, but it is my fault. One scoop too many, trying to be clever, and it bit me. Oh well, it's happened. It's new mains. We're the only ones here on site anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, but just so you know, if you do ever do anything like this, tip is don't panic. It happens. It's one of them. So what I've done is, what happened was one scrape too many, and like I said, a chap from A&E, I think it's A&E Construction, said about taking the teeth off the bucket, and I completely agree with him. It's the best thing to do. But on this bucket, it's actually, they're like welded on, which is, like I say, if I could get them off. But to be honest, with where that was, I probably would have ripped through it anyway. So if you ever do this, basically find out initially, before you do any dig, where your isolator is. Ours was here anyway, but I've never come across that before, where it's just the water meter. So didn't really know how to sort that out, but I don't know whether you can quite see that, but there's like an outer ring on there. So if you turn that ring, it's essentially the isolator anyway. So that's killed that off. But in the meantime, because like I say, she was coming out, my digger was soaked. Wet seat, not good. Got some mole grips out the van, pinched the end off, and yet that didn't stop it, but it slowed it down. So it helps just to sort of stem the flow, but I got soaked. So the key is now for me to actually get on with this trench. That it doesn't really matter at the minute. It is what it is. New mains is going in anyway, so I'm going to get the rest of this trench dug, put the pipe in, get that ready, do the connections, and make a bit of a temporary supply, because Sean's going to want some water for the kettle and also for the mix, but kettle more importantly. Right, I shall get cracking, because I've got quite a bit to do. Cheers. Right, that's the trench done. Well, I say done, dug out anyway. So I've had to put a temporary stop tap on there. So I just ran a line out because pretty much as soon as I did it, and I thought I'd be all right. Sean needed the water for getting a mix on, and we didn't have any water butts or anything sorted. So I just temporarily knocked that up, and then I'm going to join this up tomorrow. But yeah, so essentially the mains pipe's in all the way down that way, and it goes off past there. But I'm going to backfill this bit, so I need to put sand all over the pipe, so it's got obviously there's no big stones and things like that that could potentially pierce it, because that wouldn't be a good idea. Ideally you don't want any joins in this, so when it runs all the way around and then goes around the corner and then back round, you don't want any joins, because obviously you've got a join, you've got a potential area to leak. So I'm going to get that sanded up, and then once it's sanded up I'll be scraping that back, so getting the soil back in to a certain extent. Once that soil's back in there, when it's got about 100-150 mil, I'll be grabbing some of that type 1 MOT over there, putting that in. I'll drive the digger up and down it for now, because truth be told I haven't got the whacker plate with me, just so we can get the vans off the road, or 2 of the vans off the road. So yeah, so I'll get on with that, and I'll show you how to join that up tomorrow, because I haven't got the bits, to be honest. But yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and follow us on Instagram. I'll put the link below, and I shall show you what I'm doing in a minute. Cheers. Right, she's all sanded up now, all the way along the trench, so all the way to there. I've stopped at that point, which you'll see. I've stopped there because I've got to join on. I haven't got the joins today, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I'm not going to obviously fill all that up with sand, because I need to get in and out to it. So I'm going to pull all that waste over there, fill that up, like I said, up to about 150 below the top. And then I'll just spin you around. So that's my mains trench for the gas and electric. It's got a bit of a scrape about to do that before they come. And then I've got it down to here, so that gas line there is actually going to be redundant. That is the electrics there that runs through into the house. That's going to be joined a bit further back and then brought round. So like I was saying earlier on, is that water mains now is just one continuous piece, so that runs all the way around, and then let me just turn the dig around, it's easier. So it's going to run all the way around there, and then tuck round the corner where Lewis is working, putting the meter boxes in, and then just in that corner of the garage, which is there, so just to put it in perspective, yes, around that corner. So in that corner of the building here is going to be all the utilities, so your boiler, there's a tank going in there and all sorts. So I'm going to have maximum flow for that tank, so which is what you want here. We've got, turn the revs down, while that's on so high. It's because there's Lewis, look, doing a lovely job. Hello Lewis. So because he's having so many bathrooms and shower rooms and things like that, the maximum flow we can have into that tank, the better flow rate that he will have. So yeah, I'm going to get this filled in. Let me spin you back round, try not to fall into the trench, because at the minute over the digger, I don't know whether you can see that, the digger's spanning the trench at the minute, so I just have to be a bit careful. Feels a bit sketchy, but it's fine, to be honest. You just get used to it. So as you dig in, obviously make sure your blade's down, gives you a bit of stability. So turn that way. So as you're pulling this now, you've got to make sure. Let me try and turn it that way. So as you're pulling it, you've got to be very careful that you don't pull yourself into this trench. So if you do, you're going to know about it. Do you know what? I'm going to set you down over there, and that might be better. Hold on. Right, that's all the trench done, as much as I need to right now. Just on the phone to the gas company, Cadent, so he's going to sort that out for us soon as. So yeah, stone's in, so we can get the vans in over that anyway. So maybe a bit mucky, but whatever. So yeah, so I should go and tell you what, go and have a look, see what Lewis is doing. So I don't know what Lewis has been doing today, other than you've been sorting the meter boxes out, is it? All right. So, going around to see his lovely work.
I'm just going to cut that.
Oh, that tie off, yeah. I think Steve's got the 4-inch grinder.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Very good, Lewis. So they definitely fit you.
Yeah. Well, that one.
Yeah, cool. I'll get the water mains in, so we can get them into this corner. I think.
Down to the foot.
No, that's fine, mate. That's no problem. So yeah, so on the other video we did, I asked Lewis to just basically dig down there. So obviously the gas is going to be coming up here, and electrics is down there, and also the water's going to be coming through in this corner somewhere. I need to get a few bits for that. So yeah, so I better get cracking. Right, that's the end of another day. Well, say end of the day. I've got to go and look at another job now. We've got that trench is filled in where I need it to be anyway. Sean got there at 7 o'clock, I think, this morning, because the skip was being changed over at 7. So he's knackered. He's not coming to this other job tonight. But as it goes, we've been asked to price up the work for next door as well. So it's a bit of a bonus. Hopefully we get that job, and then, like I say, I'll do well, basically the same again. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the channels. I do appreciate it. Like I say, I'm getting a lot of comments and stuff at the minute, which is good. I try and respond back to them as soon as I can. But yeah, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. and I shall see you tomorrow. Cheers.